everyone, welcome to English to Daughter. I'm so delighted you people are here, and today I'm going to talk about a very important thing to remember when it comes to being fluent in English or achieving your dream of becoming fluent in English or becoming, better at writing English, reading and understanding, and also listening to English. Now, this is a tool that is really helpful when it comes to learning English, but it is just not about English. This is a tool that you can use in any other area of your life. And once you have figured out what I'm talking about, you will see that the questions you have in your mind, the disappointments you have in your mind just vanish. So what do I mean by the question and disappointment? And that is, all of us have been through the experience of setting goals and then not being able to follow them through. So having a dream and the disappointment of not making that dream come true. So at first, we know we experience different difficulties, there are different things going on in our lives. As a result, we often end up being kind of, unfocused on our dreams and goals. And then we waste a lot of time, then we again set routine and try to follow it through, but then something happens, our routine breaks, and we get into the same old routine or trap of not achieving the dreams that we so much want to achieve. Many people even question their own ability to learn something. That is very sad because nothing is wrong with you. Now, those who are achieving their dreams and those who are not, they are very similar people with only one difference, and that is what kind of tools these two people are using. So someone who achieves their dreams versus someone who doesn't achieve their dreams, the only difference they have is the person who actually does achieve their dreams have the kind of tools that the other person does not have. So here I'm going to share one of the tools, not all of them, but there are many tools, but I'm going to talk about one tool that is so basic, so normal, and sometimes we just seem to forget that. Here I am just to remind you again that please understand the difference between the kind of thing you want to achieve or want to do. So there are certain things that requires a routine. So certain tasks require a routine, and there are some other tasks, they require habit formation. And in the modern world, all of us try to achieve all our goals by setting out a routine, making a routine to achieve those things. Let's say you decide to become fluent in English. Now, what do? You basically make a routine of maybe watching an English movie once a week, maybe reading a novel every day, maybe 2 pages or 3 pages every day. Then you also write down that you have to talk to somebody. Then maybe you also add listening to English music and all these things. And maybe you also add that you have to read a grammar book, or you have to revise the grammatical rules and all these things. And you set all these all these tasks in your routine, but then you cannot follow them through. And that's not a problem with you. It's not your problem. Trust me, because you're using the wrong tool here. You need to form habits when it comes to learning English. So let's say that on the weekend, your cousins will be visiting you. Okay. Okay, no, with cousins it's way more fun. So let's talk about maybe your father's boss is going to visit you on weekend, or maybe your own boss is going to visit your house on the weekend. Let's say you have a good relationship with your boss, and he or she is going to come to you at your home to, to have dinner, let's say. So when you have that kind of an event, you need to have a routine to, to do all the things you need to do on that day. So you need to set a routine, like you have to first decide what are the things you're going to cook, and you also have to decide what kind of clothes you're going to wear or your family members are going to wear. You will also have to decide how everybody's going to treat them. So at first, when they come, maybe you'll have to give them some cold drink or maybe some juice. And after that, you will have to offer some snacks. Then you decide in your routine that you will have to call them for dinner when it strikes 9 o'clock. So all these things are a routine. Like, okay, so probably I have to do all these things in order to welcome and really be a good host to our guest. And even maybe for that, you also will have to prepare a checklist, like, okay, so if my boss or your boss is coming to your house on Sunday, then you will have to go to the market on Saturday, buy everything, and then you probably will have to set a date to even fix what are the things that you people will be doing on that day. So these are the things these are the things that require a routine or a checklist. But when it comes to learning a language, it requires habit formation. Habit formation is about developing a habit that will help you learn it automatically. So you create an environment where a new habit forms. Maybe your new habit is exploring English music and listening to English music more and more and more. Then you also, explore, and then you also explore different groups on Facebook, and maybe you create a group on Facebook where many students of English are there and who are trying to help each other in that group and communicating. So the moment you open Facebook, you see some posts from the group on your news feed. So by joining different groups and by actively participating in those groups, you have created a habit or an environment where on your news feed you automatically get new things that people are talking about, like in English. Let's say that you want to learn grammar. Now, what is grammar? Grammar is the rule that we apply when it comes to speaking or writing a language. Now, we can't really remember grammatical rules just by reading the grammar books. We need to apply them. So you create an environment or a situation where you have the opportunity to apply them. And habit is formed by repetition. So habit starts with a routine, but then then it stops being a routine. So let's say you are trying to develop the habit of listening English music. So you make a routine that every day at 8 p.m. I'm going to listen to 4 English music, or maybe 3 English music. And when you just follow through that routine again and again and again and again for a month, it starts becoming a habit. After 6 months, it solidly becomes a habit. Now you may say, but ma'am, you just said that routines doesn't work, habit does. Yes, the problem with the kind of routines that most of us make is that we make a lot of things, so we want to change everything at a time, and habit formation takes time. So take one or two things at a time, try to develop one habit at a time. So if you are trying to develop the habit of listening to English music, give it at least a month. So make a routine of listening to English music for 30 days for it to become a habit. After 30 days, you can keep listening to the music, but that stops being a routine because now it has become your nature to listen to English music at 8 p.m. every day. So when it comes to habit formation, it has to be one or two at a time and never more than that. After a month, maybe you start developing the habit of reading newspaper in English. So you start reading maybe 2 paragraphs from the newspaper every day. So you do that for a month. And then see, it's harder to develop a habit of reading newspaper. So you can, after a month, read instead of 2, read 4 paragraphs from an English newspaper and continue that for another month, and then read 6 paragraphs and then continue that for another 3 months. After that, maybe you would be willing to develop your skill of becoming a better writer of English. So write a work email every day, or write a small paragraph every day, or maybe write a story every day for 30 days. So then that kind of becomes your habit. Let's say that all these things kind of sound boring to you. You may be willing to write diary every day. So every night, if you start writing diary in English, it will remain a routine for a few days. Maybe sometimes you will end up skipping it, but you kind of need to come back to it again and again for 30 days. Then it becomes a habit. Then you keep doing it for the rest of your life and committing to do that. Habit is developed by repetition. So you create routine to develop habit, not to learn English, because that habit, so routine and repetition of that routine helps you develop an habit, and that habit leads to you becoming fluent in English. And that's how it is with any other field. Those who really get good results in their college, school, or maybe those who get promotions or who are good at work, they have the habit of doing the work. They also do the things they don't like. See, you don't like to do something, they also don't like to do that. But how do they do it? They make it a habit. They will feel ill at ease. They will feel uncomfortable if they don't do the work. Whereas if you try to achieve these things by routine, you will be uncomfortable to do the work. So that's how habits and routine differ. And you kind of need to understand the importance of developing habit if you really want to achieve any goal, and specifically if you want to achieve the goal of becoming fluent in English, because it's a language. So thank you so much for being here. And I know that my teaching method is a little different from the conventional teaching method. If you really want to explore it with me, I would really request you to join my new batch that is starting from 1st of June, only on English Tadarkar. You will have to go to the link in the description below. From there, you will be able to go to the Facebook page of English Tadarkar or the Facebook group of English Tadarkar, and you can leave a message over there, and I'll share my contact details with you, and we can take the journey together of you becoming fluent in English. And thank you so much for being here and watching this video. And if you're getting lots of value out of this channel, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. And please hit the bell icon so that you get regular updates, because I do upload a video every day. Sometimes I do take a break, but mostly every day I upload a video here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.